Listen to the word of the Lord. What do I have planned for September? What about Israel? What I'm about to tell you, says the Spirit, is not only for the land of Israel and the people of Israel, but this is for you, says the Lord. The tide is turning for Israel. The tide is turning for you. What speak I of, says the Lord? A very strange thing shall happen in September. Moving into the fall, where there shall be a great fall. Fall of the enemies, fall of kings, fall of princes. I shall do a strange thing in Egypt again. For even as David met an Egyptian who was the son of a Amalekite, who had been rejected because he was sick, David was about to go and take back what was stolen from him. David and his men were tired, and they came to an Egyptian, fed him, and he revealed to them where the enemy was. I shall use Egypt again. Yes. For those who are insulted because Egypt was fed bread, and Egypt was fed by David, an Egyptian. And many have said, why do you help Egypt? But God says, for a season, I will reveal a strange thing. Some of those who have been enemies of Israel shall suddenly turn and change their tune for a season. And I will restore, and I will deliver, and I will bring friendship for a season. And many of the enemies that now stand shall be non-existent, says the Spirit of God. It shall take 2 years. 2 years. But watch how I bless Israel. Watch how the rain comes to America. Watch how the rain comes to my kingdom. Watch and see. For God says, beginning in September, I will turn everything around, and my people shall see an intervention of a kind that they have never seen before, says the Lord.
Hey guys, welcome back. Was that a great video or what? Okay, that video is covering everything that's happening right now. Why, what does this prophetic word mean? Why did God give this to us? Well, yes, we have a lot of prophetic events. We've had a lot of good prophetic words specifically from Kim Clement about the dinar. A year was never revealed in this, okay? This is God's way of saying when you see these, because a year wasn't revealed, when you see these events happen, you will know you're in the season to receive your blessing. That's what this is. This is God's way of showing you, this is God revealing the year to you through these events, okay? So, I mean, that prophetic word was powerful. Everything happening right now was in that video, in that prophetic word. He said, Israel will reach peace agreements, and Israel will become friends with its neighbors, okay? Everything that's happening with Israel right now was in there. And then he said, in the fall, there will be a fall. There will be a fall of kings, a fall of princes, okay? Kings and princes is representing people of high profile status. Fall means they will be brought down for corruption and wrongdoing. That's what you're seeing. There's a lot of corruption being cleaned up right now. The swamp is being cleaned up big time. So everything in that prophetic word is happening right now. I've got some good articles for you. Let's get into these, okay? And guys, I've had a chance to talk to a ton of you on the phone. And again, all of you guys are welcome to call me. I do put my personal cell phone number and my email address in the bottom left corner for you, okay? You guys are more than welcome to call me. I've met some amazing people. One of our amazing followers has a haircutting business within probably 30 minutes of where I live. And he was kind enough and generous enough to reach out and say, hey, man, come on down. I'll kindly give you he was kind enough to offer me a haircut because I'm blessing you guys. So, let's pay it forward. So, and I'm going to take him up on that. Just an amazingly, really nice, humble guy offering to do that. And that, guys, that means the world when someone goes out of their way to do some kind for you like that. Don't forget, guys, we are going to be opening a bank or a credit union. It's going to be focusing tremendously on investments. We'll be able to help you guys exchange your dinar at a reduced fee, lower than other banks and brokers. And long term, we're going to put a big emphasis on investments to help and bless you guys, okay? So just wanted to throw that out there. All right, so let's look at these articles, guys, because this is just amazing. All right, so the first article is this. Al-Abadi's coalition expresses its support for Al-Kadhimi's changes in administrative positions. Guys, this is a really good article. Let's get down to the highlights. Okay, the Victory Alliance, led by Prime Minister Al-Abadi today, Tuesday, expressed its support for the changes in administrative positions that Prime Minister Kadhimi made yesterday. A spokesman for the Nasser coalition told Al-whatever that the changes, hear me carefully on this and look at that first green highlight. The changes made by Prime Minister Kadhimi yesterday on Monday were necessary in order to complete the reform process. There you go. So they're telling you that the changes he made regarding to the ministerial positions of the formation of the government were necessary in order to complete the reform process, okay? Let's keep moving on. She said the Prime Minister was forced to strike a balance between patriotism, competence, and the ability to have people who can run state institutions by combining the criteria that are supposed to be met in the options. Al-Muzaffar indicated, another green highlight, guys, this one is awesome, that in the coming days may witness new changes according to the government's policy of conducting comprehensive political and economic reform. In the coming days may witness changes of economic reform, as well as controlling the security aspect through capable, professional, and sincere leaders. Prime Minister Kadhimi had issued a statement explaining that a series of variables were necessary in some important administrative positions in state institutions, but this step faced various reactions, some of them from the political forces that announced their rejection of quotas in all its forms, stressing that these necessary changes came in line with an administrative and legal context imposed by the end of the official legal periods of some officials, and even exceeding the periods from their sealings for long periods, and that the procedure did not come to affect quantitative changes in institutions. He added that on the basis, most of the names proposed were chosen from within the institutions themselves or from specialists in certain fields, taking into account the factor of integrity and experience and ensuring national balance, indicating that the positions of some political blocs on the issue of quotas must be accompanied by specific information about this quota. We will deal with this information seriously and verify it within applicable contexts, wondering if the political forces have declared their innocence of these changes and that they really did not interfere with them and did not affect them. So how are they accused that the changes depend on partisan quotas? Kazemi concluded his statement by saying, "We wish everyone, based on the reality of national responsibility, to deal with the facts, context, and the state, and the most important of the certifications is that the aforementioned variables took place through the natural and necessary path to revitalize the state's work and activate its role to serve the aspirations of our people and implement its demands, and we're not subject to the partisan quota mechanisms." Okay, but as you guys see in the lower green highlight, okay, it says in the coming days may witness changes to political and economic reform. There you guys go. And remember what I told you back in approximately 2012, the original central bank governor who was put in place by the Bush administration and drafted this plan, Shabibi, he had said the rate could only change at 1 of 2 points in the year. Okay, and the 1 of 2 points is either the beginning of the fiscal year or the middle of the fiscal year. And again, guys, I've already got it confirmed with you. I told you yesterday I spoke with my Iraqi contact. Mike P witnessed it, and Mike P did come and comment on the video. His comments are on yesterday's video right before this one. If you go down, it'll say Mike P. He commented, he witnessed. This gentleman that we spoke with said that it is specifically, it's a 6-month budget. The current 2020 budget is going to be a 6-month budget, semi-annual 6-month, which will cover a period of time from October 1st through the end of March, okay? Because Iraq's fiscal years, he confirmed, go from April through March, like I've been telling you this entire year, okay? Let's move on to the next article, guys. These are amazing. The United States stresses the importance of Kurdistan in the stability of the region, okay? Guys, this is a great article. This is just coming to show you that Kurdistan and Baghdad are definitely reaching agreements on many levels. Let's read part of this. Okay, Barzani on Tuesday thanked U.S. military aid, indicating that part of it had been handed over to the Peshmerga, while Washington stressed the importance of the region's role in the region's stability. The region's presidency said in a statement received by Shafak News, President of the Kurdistan region received this evening Matthew Toller, the ambassador of the United States of America to Iraq, and an accompanying delegation, indicating the political and security situation in Iraq was discussed at the meeting. And then if we go down to the third paragraph, the relations of Iraq and the Kurdistan with America, the desire to strengthen opportunities, strengthen them, the strategic dialogue between Iraq and America, the dangers of terrorism, the fight against ISIS, blah, 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 blah. So as you guys see, they are reaching agreements tremendously. Okay, let's look at the next article. Guys, there's quite a few here, so I don't want to just spend a lot of time on one thing. Guys, this right here, we don't need to dwell on this. We don't even need to read it. Here's why I'm showing you this. Kim Clement prophesied this. Kim Clement's prophecies, these prophecies that you heard in that previous video, are specific to the timing of the rate change. Again, God didn't give you a year for the rate change. The way that God gave you the year for the rate change is through these events. The year in which you see these events take place, that's the year when you get your blessing from God, okay? The rate change. So that's what all this means. So basically, today in Washington, they had the UAE there, Israel, and they signed their peace agreements. That's what it's about. They signed their peace agreements. So, and Kim Clement prophesied that. He said Iraq would reach peace for a season with its neighbors. Okay? Let's move on. Baghdad reveals through Shafak News new understandings made by Kazemi and Erbil. Okay? So this again is just more of the peace or the agreements, the agreements between Baghdad and Erbil, okay? And if you just, well, let's just look at the top sentence there. It says, federal government revealed on Tuesday the latter's visit to the Kurdistan region had reached understandings. So they're telling you right there, they reached understandings. That means agreements regarding the budget, oil outlets, and other standing problems between. So they're telling you right there in the first sentence, they've reached agreements. We don't have to tear into this article, okay? The representative of the United Nations in Iraq brings to Sistani shocking facts about corruption, and al-Maliki is looking for a solution in Iran. Guys, Kim Clement prophesied. He said, in the fall, many will fall. Okay, he said kings will fall, princes will fall in the fall. Okay, and guys, the fall pretty much starts on September 21st, right at the end of summer. Okay, I think, or somewhere, maybe around September 22nd, the end of summer or last day of summer, somewhere around, it's either like September 20th, September 22nd, something like that. So this is what Kim Clement prophesied about. He said, many will fall, kings will fall, princes will fall. Kings and princes simply represent somebody of importance or high-profile status. When he said they will fall, he doesn't mean trip and stumble. He means they will be brought down due to corruption and wrongdoing, okay? They'll be taken down. So, guys, this is all happening right now. This right here, this is an article talking about corruption, okay? So, we're not going to read it. We don't care about all that. It's just just trying to show you how everything's coming together. Here's another one for you. Mullah Talal reveals new information about the assassination of al-Hashemi and brandishes the removal of important names accused of corruption. So right here, another article telling you they're preparing to go after the corruption. And notice how they're doing this right near when fall's about to start, exactly like Kim Kament prophesied about. Okay, so I'm just trying to show you guys that these events these events are God's way of telling you, when you see these events happen, that's the year in which you're going to get your blessing. Okay. Al-Kazemi government will soon overthrow important names and refer them to the judiciary. Just again, corruption, cleaning up, draining the swamp. Okay. We're not going to read all these. So there you guys go, guys. It's the last article. Lots of amazing news, guys. And very soon I'm going to do the rate article. Guys, I apologize. I know I told you I'd do it a while ago. I haven't had time. Just been super busy. Anyway, I'm going to try to get it out just in the next day or two. I'll get you out the article on the rate. Okay? So, hey, you guys are the best. Again, I've had a chance to talk to many of you on the phone. Again, any of you are welcome to call me. I will be opening a bank we can help you exchange your dinar to reduced fee. The real intent with the bank, though, guys, is to have tremendous investments in place for you that will bless you and your finances long term. Okay? And we're not just settling at a bank. We're going to have businesses. We're going to have private investing. We're going to do mergers, acquisitions. We're going to have a data center. Okay? The data center is going to do a lot of things with cryptocurrencies. Okay? A really good friend of mine, he's probably smiling right now. He's probably hearing me talking about him because I've known him for like over 20 years. He's an IT engineer. Okay? He's got family who are also, strong in the IT background. They're probably going to be running the data center for me. Okay? And it's going to have a lot to do with cryptocurrency. So anyway, guys, there's going to be a lot to offer you guys. Just wanted to share that with you. Hey, you guys are the best, man. It's just been an awesome to talk to you guys. You guys are some of the most humble, kind people. It's just been a pleasure to meet you guys. Hey, God bless you guys and have a great and wonderful day. I do wish you guys the best.